Hi, Amy. I hope the audio is okay on this. I've had some problems with my microphone. But what I'm wanting to show you is how easy it is, obviously, to put up the sound file, the audio file for your podcast. But there are a couple of things that I've been doing that I probably don't recommend that you try to do. Um, so let's see if we can get this going. There's just one major point I would say that is of interest. So I've started a blog post on your site here, and I'll delete it when I'm through with this tutorial. So I've started a test, and I'm going to let me get over to visual mode. Okay. Um, I'm going to put, this is a test, and here is more text. I'm sorry, I should have done this before I started. Where will this go? So let's say that you want to add it's called the embedded audio player, that you want to embed it or put it at the top. And this is where I'll show you what the problem is with doing that. You can just put your cursor like you're doing an image, and then just say add media, and then upload file. And your audio files have been great size. There hasn't been a problem. I'll upload this one again. So let's get it uploaded. And it's working there. So it shows it's working there. Now, it automatically recognizes that it is an audio file. The M4A format is for audio, video, but it recognizes that. So instead of getting the information down here, where it would say, you center it or you do a medium size or something like that, it automatically brings up the embedded media player and then just insert it in the post. And you'll see it on the visual side here, and it's all in place. So I'm going to save this as a draft because I want to show you, and I may need to publish this. Yeah, let me publish this. We have your blog set up. Let me go to blog here. We have your blog set up. So that it picks up the initial early text that shows up. I'm going to talk myself out of this being a problem. And I've been putting, let me show you, because this was a new podcast version, in a gray box inside of this. And what was showing up on the main blog page in front of the text was podcast version, and then it sort of ran together. But if you're interested in just uploading the audio and not putting that text around it that says, podcast version, it appears now that you can let me put this here, that you can put it at the top of your text. I'll update that, and okay, you could put, if your first text is something about this podcast, it will show up first on this view. It will, whatever text you put first will show up there. So again, all that's involved, and I'm making this much more complicated than it needs to be, is to create your post and add media, and that's about it. And let me do something something here, make sure. Okay. If you want to try putting a gray box and have the audio player and put, podcast version, I can send you some code to try to use. I think at this point, I mean, people are seeing it as an audio file. So that's really it. I'm sorry I made a big production out of this thing, but again, WordPress does an awful lot to make this work very easily. So that's it. I'm going to try to stop recording here, and I will get this sent over to you. Thanks.